I date me, motherfucker.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we are just two bitches talking about Bachelor. I swear to God, people know this, but we're only on episode 11.
Okay.
And I forget about the fucking intro every
I am trying really hard to find love during a pandemic. So you're all just here on this journey. That's
Yeah. We don't, it's
hard.
We're professional podcasters, but this is
our pet project because we're actually just trying to find
wink
love.
wink.
I probably shouldn't have a book from 1980, but I'm hoping that by now they're real desperate.
Listen, these two that you picked out for tonight.
I am very excited about these guys.
I am very excited. I'm not sure why you chose the Night Stalker and why he's actually in a dating book from the 80s.
So I can't tell which one looks more like a serial killer. Both.
I mean, they both straight up are serial killers, but that one is definitely the
second
Night Stalker.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have caught the Night Stalker had they just had this book from Texas in the 80s. He's right there. Like they could
He's literally right there. Yeah.
He's literally right there. There's a picture of him.
We'll post the pictures. These guys are these guys are out there killing it. High five.
So the first one, let's see. So in case you're new to the show, we just make fun of old-timey bachelors on the show.
I'm the greatest little bachelor book in Texas. A little woman, last a woman's black book. And it's literally from 1982, I believe. 1980. 1980.
80, yeah. Straight up 1980.
Yeah.
These dudes were already on their third marriages by this book. So by now they're on their seventh or eighth, I would think.
There's a whole...
they are some hot commodities.
Oh my gosh. The whole beginning part, there's tips and pointers looking for Mr. Right, W-R-I-T-E, sustenance versus transience, a preference to an alias. There's all kinds of stuff. So we need maybe for some kind of bonus
give people
stuff.
a bonus material. We could give people tips on dating.
At some
in
point.
the 80s.
Obviously.
Okay, so
I just noticed that because I've never looked at the front. I've only ever just flipped through and found a picture and said, he'll do, which is how I did Tinder too.
You're supposed to be a professional. I don't understand why you're not putting in the extra time. So which guy I want to make sure I have the right picture
John
here.
Mitchell.
John, where are you?
A good investor. He's the one in the suit.
Oh, he's the Night Stalker.
Not the one with the creepy eyes that stare into your soul. Okay.
No, John's the Night Stalker.
Yeah, he's
100%.
straight up the Night Stalker. Okay. He was born in 1951, so we still have a chance. He's never been married.
So excited.
No, folks. This man had nothing to do with Watergate. Okay.
What? Why?
First line.
Why would you think he had something to do with Watergate?
Now I think he did.
Right.
And he will put the nix on anyone who says he did. He does have a lot to do with Leeper, Mitchell and Company, and JSM Realty Investors, where he's a working partner. Okay,
wait a minute. I want to make sure people did not miss that other wonderful pun there, the nix on anyone who says he did, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Kids, Nixon, nix on. Clever.
Nixon was a president.
During Watergate.
Okay, got it.
And what they did here is they took the word nix
and then
put a hyphen behind it and the word on attached to it.
Very clever.
Funny. I learned a new phrase the other night from one of my friends, which is they're flexing on their lexicon. That's what I think that's a fun one. This thing is flexing on their lexicon. Anyway.
Okay. So
keep going.
Working for himself is a winner, says John. He likes the fact that he's not tied to a rigid schedule, nor is he dependent on someone else for financial security. That is a bonus.
True.
So I just still think he was part of Watergate.
I think so too. I don't think you straight up deny it right at the outset unless you would definitely have something to do with it.
Right. If someone comes in the house, I'm like, I didn't eat the chocolate. I mean,
They ate the chocolate.
I ate the chocolate.
Absolutely, 100%.
So if John were king, I'm very excited to hear the answer to this.
Oh my god.
He would make Farrah Fawcett queen. Does she have a say?
I doubt it.
Provided oh, go ahead.
Well, she just was around for looks anyway, so, like, why did she really need a say in anything?
Right. Okay.
It was just the hair, yeah.
So Farrah Fawcett would be queen, provided she wouldn't dwell too much on future wishes or past glories.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
She needs to keep it to herself.
So she's
literally just there for the looks.
She needs to pretend like she's a virgin. Mm-hmm. And not demand anything from him.
Yeah, he likes women who can get the most out of the present because he's going to kill you tomorrow, let's be real. He also likes prime rib, the food at Campy C's Egyptian restaurant, and Mariano's. He's a big fan of rock and roll music and traveling to Colorado in the ski season.
Rock and roll music.
And that was before weed was legal in Colorado, so traveling from Texas to Colorado was less worth it.
Yeah. I just love that he is a big fan of rock and roll music.
Rock and roll. And the rolls.
Yes. And I think he was just trying to brag that he knew about an Egyptian restaurant. I don't know that he actually eats that.
This is 19... He was born in 1951. This book came out in
1980.
So he is... How old is he? I want to say...
We don't do math.
I want to say 29. Okay.
He's 29 or 31, depending on how that math works out. Either way, he's...
No. That would be the other
Stalker.
way. That would be 81 from 50.
That's why you don't let me do math.
Okay. So yeah, he is a rough 30.
This dude is 29.
He is a rough 29.
He really is.
And
he
is it just me or does that look like a wig?
It definitely looks like a
But
wig.
it could just be 80s hair where it's just like a bowl.
Sure.
Like floppy
and
80s
when
hair.
you're a prolific serial killer, you need to take on several different looks.
Personas and looks.
You know, to keep people at bay. So I think this was just one of his aliases, and he had a look to go along with it.
Yeah, I was checking his age because of the next line, because he starts specifying how old he likes his ladies.
Of course,
it's less creepy if you're 29 than if you're 59.
Yes, for sure.
So his like list includes women under 30, which is it's not that bad because he's under 30.
Yeah.
Clothing, Fame, the Dallas Times, Herald, Blue, France, Mother Blues, Delta Airlines, Cars. He drives a 79 Corvette, and Women with Wit. Okay.
I'm very confused by this list.
Blue? Like the color or the feeling? A song? I mean, he said blues, but Mother Blues. What is Mother Blues? Is that like postpartum depression? He's really a big fan?
Probably. I would assume so. Why Delta Airlines?
I don't even know.
Why just Delta?
Delta doesn't even have a hub in Dallas. Like, I don't even understand. Do they? Maybe they do. I don't know.
Maybe they do. They used to have one in Minneapolis, I think.
And he drives a 79 black Corvette, ladies.
Yeah. And he likes France, just the whole country. Just France.
I think, okay.
And the newspaper.
So this makes him sound interesting. Mm-hmm. And well-traveled and well-read and deep.
Mm-hmm. Which means he's definitely not.
Which means he's super boring and shallow.
Probably really egotistical.
And anyone who says they value women with wit, the first time someone like is sarcastic to them, they're like, oh, you're ugly.
Bitch.
I don't like you anyway. Mm-hmm. I rescind my dick pic. Can't. It's already been saved. All right. He values a sense of... No, you don't. He values a sense of humor and says any woman who would turn off Saturday Night Live would also turn him off.
Oh my God, Amy.
That's happened to him before.
True fucking story. Right before this podcast, I was watching Saturday Night Live.
I was watching the skit with the dude from Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Daniel Levy.
Dan Levy.
I totally was watching the one about Zillow, and I was dying.
So was I almost sent you the Zillow
I
one.
posted it in this local like secular group I'm in, and I was dying. Because my friends and I have been sending each other house pictures and houses, like you and I and stuff. We've been sending each other houses like this entire pandemic.
I watched that skit and I'm like, I need to find this on YouTube.
I almost sent it to you and Nikki.
I almost did.
But I shared it in the group instead and I texted it to Gentleman Caller. Oh my goodness.
The point is, I did not finish that episode. I paused it and shut the TV off and turned it off to come record.
Wow.
So
he will not bang you, Amy.
No,
you are not bangable. And you're over 30.
That's so far over 30.
Significantly over 30.
Way over 30.
He likes Steve Martin and Richard Pryor. Oh, so this makes him seem funny. Mm-hmm. He likes Steve Martin and Richard Pryor. He is for he's for ERA. Mm-hmm. But against women who are pretentious or who try to compete with men.
What? What?
I will vote for the ERA for the pussy.
As long as you don't try to take my job.
But don't you try to be all uppity and just know that you have a place. And it's not it's not here.
Yeah. Just take that personality down a notch, Sally.
Oh, shit. Talk to him in English.
What?
Yep. Next line.
What does that mean? Talk to him.
This is America,
English.
Amy.
This is a Texas.
After 6 years of Spanish in school, he can fluently spout only 3 phrases. Oh, so he's dumb.
Well, I mean,
6 years in Spanish and you only know 3 phrases.
Listen,
6
Del and
years.
I had a whole conversation on the last Secular Soup about how bad we are at the languages we took in high school.
I understand that, but
So
6
that's
years you're going to
legit.
have maybe 4.
But yeah,
Not
6
3.
years is a long time, and
Come
you
on,
live
bro.
in Texas.
And you live in Texas. But he's
feel
asking
like-
people to speak to him in English because he doesn't know the language.
I mean, so when he said that sentence on its own, talk to him in English,
Yes.
was that a command,
Yeah.
or was that just?
It was
him
just a
stating
sentence. It said, talk to him in English, period.
Why would you not talk to him in English? You're reading this in English. I mean,
I have no idea.
this guy makes a lot of.
Ultimatums or stands?
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of things like I'm totally not involved in Watergate, right?
I think he thinks he's funny.
Speak English. Speak English. Yeah, I bet he does.
Because he wants someone who's witty and fun and he likes Steve Martin. He probably says wild and crazy guy.
Oh my god, he probably does. Ew. And he thinks he's totally not racist because he likes Richard Pryor.
Yes, it's Steve Martin and Richard Pryor. It's like, look, I have a black friend.
Because he's totes not racist.
And he likes Egyptian food, so he's, he's well-rounded.
Yeah,
just
talking English.
The thing he likes least about families, that's the next sentence, is the tendency of some to treat total strangers better than they treat close relatives. Oh, he has a bad background.
He's got baggage.
Yeah, that's the first thing he says. Like, third paragraph down, the thing he likes least about families.
This dude has some family
His
drama
mom
going
was
on.
mean to him.
You are never going to hear the end of it because he's never going to shut up about it.
But you will never be good enough for him.
No, never. It's, oof. I don't even, you don't want to go to that
I'm
family
uncomfortable
Thanksgiving.
already. Like, I already want to leave, and I haven't even gotten there yet.
I feel like I'm just getting roped into something I'm not ready for.
Yeah, I'm going to
my
RSVP
own
maybe to
baggage.
that Thanksgiving, and then I'm not going to show up.
Yeah, no. It can only end in tears.
Yeah. His personal philosophy is to do the very best he can at whatever he undertakes to do. His friends think he's a little crazy. He once flew with a date to New Orleans for dinner in the French Quarter. Oh, brag. Mm-hmm. He says he's.
I don't think that even happened.
He says he's responsible and ambitious.
I think that story never happened. I think he's lying about that.
It was her idea.
And responsible and ambitious.
That's cool. Me too. That's cool.
I mean,
But, it doesn't make you a wild and crazy guy.
his friends think he's maybe his friends think he's a lot crazy. But
I
they
think
haven't
his
told
friends are
him
just
that.
sugarcoating it before the intervention.
I think so too. I think they're starting to figure out he's the Night Stalker. And they're like, we need to call in some backup for this. Because I don't know if you know this, but the Night Stalker had a really bad relationship with his family.
Oh, crap.
Which, if you had seen the Netflix special, you would know.
Yeah. I
so I
didn't.
think
I
that's
just
where
fell
that
into this.
comes
I was hoping for, some love.
Yeah, no. This
Not
guy,
with John Mitchell. Okay.
it's going to be bad. And it's going to be one of the most traumatic and horrible murders you can imagine. So,
Okay.
personally, I think you're better off sticking with Donald Trump. But that's just me.
I can't even find him anymore.
That's true.
We used to communicate over Twitter. Now what do I do?
I don't know.
Or I would talk to him over Twitter or Facebook.
Now you have to send like messages through Donald Jr.
Goodreads. He wasn't blocked from Goodreads. I wonder why. I love it when all of those other websites like Pinterest is like, no, Donald Trump can't be on here. It's like, no one cares, Pinterest.
He's not. Yeah, I don't know though. If he gets really desperate, maybe he'll try to figure them out.
It's just funny. It's like, okay, Pinterest, that's adorable. You're still relevant. Okay, we like you. Okay.
We get it.
I mean, I do still like them, but
yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the next guy.
Okay, so you can invest some time with John if you want, which I think is a play on words.
It's a play
he's like an investment banker.
He's a Watergator.
Yeah.
But then it's like a full address, and it's weird.
What I love about this book is it's got the actual fucking address,
or
and
phone
you were
numbers.
Close enough.
Or you
could
like
put
call
this
them or phone
in
numbers.
your GPS and go find this house right now if you really wanted to. I just find that fascinating.
I think that's a business office because it's like number 107.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe.
Damn it.
But this
could have gone right to the Night Stalker's
This guy
house.
the next guy lives in Waco.
I date me, motherfucker.
So the next guy, after I looked through these pictures, my name for him is second-rate John Hamm.
Oh, yes.
Right?
You're
Doesn't
right.
he look like a worse version? Like, he could be John Hamm.
So
but
his
he's
eyes
just
are
not
kind. Mm-hmm. But he also could be a serial killer.
Could go either way, totally.
Yeah. So this guy's Philip.
Philip, not John Hamm?
No. It's
Okay.
Philip. It's not even Philip Hamm.
Not. He could have had a better name. I'm just saying, it's not your fault.
Well, he goes by Butch.
Ew.
Okay. So Philip Butch has lived in Waco for 25 years and has made a wreck of it.
I can't even... the nickname Butch...
Like, I don't understand.
I can't get past that. I've known a few people with the nickname Butch in my life. None of them are people you want to hang out with.
No.
Why?
Yeah, we watched this
the early 80s. But...
Restaurant Impossible the other day with this guy that was like... He said that his friends called him a caveman, and so he called himself a caveman, like Kroll or something.
Oh, from the Crudes.
Yeah, but it's like, why? Like...
Yeah, don't.
That's not a compliment, bro. Mm-mm. Okay, so it says wreck of it because he is part owner of a wrecking company. It's
more puns.
Big jokes.
See, lots of whoever was editing this book is big on the puns.
Yeah,
just
it's very funny. However, when things are falling apart, he really cleans up. Oh God. Oh, can I leave this date already?
I'm already bored with him.
He spent 2 years in a technical. I just can't wait to hear what he's looking for in a woman.
True.
He spent 2 years in a technical institute learning how to create through destruction. And today he's sitting on top of the heap.
Oh my God, that's too many puns. That is too many puns.
I kind of want to ask him where he was during Watergate, though, because now I'm suspicious of everybody.
I agree. By the way, on a total side note, but this made me think of it. Did you know technical institutes, my parents back in the 70s went to, both of them had technical educations that were fucking free.
What?
You could go to technical school for free.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
In the 70s. My mom said that she and my dad went through it the last year that it was free.
Wow. So
unfucking believable.
I have a side note. I have degrees and I have a technical degree. And the one that pays me the most money is my technical degree.
And was that degree free?
Fuck no. I mean, it is because I haven't paid my student loans and I don't plan on it.
Yeah. No, my dad was like an auto mechanic and my mom was a bookkeeper and they both got...
That's fantastic.
Learned that for fucking free. How?
Yeah.
My mind is blown. Anyway.
I'm not an auto mechanic. I wish I was. They make
I'm not
decent
either.
money. All right.
Yeah, they really...
He enjoys meeting all the people he tows, especially when a competitor's trying to tow them in the opposite direction. It's so weird. If a customer ever gets too strung out over prices, Philip just flashes the first place ribbon he won in a karate tournament.
Okay,
What?
no, he doesn't. He does not carry around a first place ribbon from a karate
No, he just
tournament.
wanted to say that he won a first place. I've seen the first
just
two
tried
seasons
to
of Cobra
work it-
Kai. That's not a brag.
No. And you certainly don't. Wow.
When he isn't
I'm
chopping
sad
off
for him.
Yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. When he isn't chopping off fenders in the wrecking yard, he likes to build his body by bowling over women on the dance floor. Oh my God.
Why? Why would you
mixing metaphors too? And bowling over women is not complimentary. That means you're just
not
running
good.
over people.
Yeah, nobody wants to be bowled over on the dance floor. That's terrible. You're not making yourself sound good here. I'm very disappointed.
Okay, I don't know the next word because I only went to public school.
Let me help you out. Dilapidational. But I have no fucking idea what that
is. Is that a word? Like, I know what dilapidated is. I know what entrepreneur is, but I don't know.
If he weren't a dilapidation... I'm going to look it up. You keep going and I'll look it up.
If he weren't a dilapidational entrepreneur, he would dig the life of a disc jockey. Oh my God, this guy. He loves disco and country music and spends a lot of time at the Peachtree Club and Dirtwater Fox. Okay, what is it?
So it basically does mean dilapidated. It's
because he wrecks
falling
things
into disrepair.
and breaks things down.
Yes, exactly. He's an entrepreneur who wrecks things. So
okay, that word does not need to be
word for
in a dating ad.
No.
All it makes you think of is things that are broken down and dirty.
And how long it took you to come up with that word. Like, I don't want to go on a date with you. You spend way too much time thinking of puns. And terrible.
He has found... Oh, God. He has found several foxy ladies at Lake Waco. And he bumps into some pretty intelligent women cruising around on motorcycles. His taste in rich, rare steaks runs from Alfred's in Houston to Antraras in Reunion Tower in Dallas. He doesn't eat in Waco.
Wait, does he... He lives in Waco.
But he won't eat in Waco.
But he won't eat in Waco.
Not in the restaurants. I mean, back then...
Just fucking move.
Back then... I mean, Waco was nothing town. And now it's getting there. It's getting cool. But yeah, back then...
that big fire raid thing from the ATF really, I feel like, built its profile up a lot.
Well, honestly, the thing that helped Waco the most is Chip and Joanne. They're awful garbage people. But yeah, Chip and Joanne absolutely helped Waco. So he's crazy about sports of all kinds and trying anything once. He wishes he were an Oscar Mayer wiener since his favorite TV commercial.
What?
Besides,
oh my God, Philip, you're just basic.
Besides English, he speaks Hebrew and is a huge fan of Israel. The color blue. See, he says the color blue. The color blue. Upton Sinclair, especially the Jungle, Dr. Pepper, Paul Harvey, and Beretta. And he has a Spitz named Mark. Oh, sweetie.
Okay. Bringing it all back again. Beretta?
It's that show.
It's that show starring that guy who killed his wife.
Yep, with the gun. Yeah, he shot her.
More murders. See, that I totally think he did it, but I also think there's a chance maybe he didn't do it.
I think he did it. I think everybody shot everybody. I just do. I
mean, it's
and I was talking about it again last night. Michael Jackson totally did it. Like, let's be real.
For fuck's sake. If you don't think Michael Jackson did it, you need to just re-examine.
Then you can be friends with Chip and Joanne.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to lose
he
people.
Wants to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
It's fine.
We know he's Jewish now.
Yeah,
which is fine, but I'm surprised that he's putting that out there in 1980.
Right?
Know?
In Texas?
In Texas? Sure.
Oh, shit. Okay, this guy. Gross. He just gets real gross.
Oh, God.
He prefers women under 30. It's fine. He's under 30. He's like 25. Ugh.
How do these dudes look so old?
I don't understand. 1980, 25 is like 45.
It really is.
He prefers women under 30 and is ready to get married and have babies. He will trade in his ERA vote for a compatible woman with long blonde hair and a good body. Ew.
What does that mean?
I will vote Phillip. The way the women want if you'll sleep with me, baby. Ew. Shit. Only if she's a tall blonde and has a rockin' bod.
You done fucked up now, Philip.
This just made him grosser, the next line.
Wow.
The last time he was in Las Vegas, he dated a Playboy bunny. Okay, if you're just visiting Las Vegas, I hate to break it to you, that's not dating.
No.
You're not dating a Playboy bunny. You banged a Playboy bunny. And you probably didn't even. She probably told you she was a Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
He drives a 78 Corvette.
2 years old. Lame.
He He is fast-paced person in a fast-paced world who believes in winning, but he does admit that winning isn't everything.
So he thinks winning is everything.
Oh, this guy, I really need to take a shower. I don't think he's going to kill me, but he is gross.
That turtleneck is really misguided too.
It is gross. Like, he is gross.
I feel like he seems so sleazy and just like
he is sleazy, and the other guy looked sleazier, but he was less sleazy, honestly.
Yeah,
he'll kill me, but I think he'll take me to New Orleans first. At least.
So, I mean, you'll have a good time. This guy is not even going to bother with that. He's
going to be like, your hair's not blonde, and sorry, baby. It's a fast-paced world, and I just outpaced you.
When you are putting yourself out there in a dating book to date women...
pro tip.
Do you really want to put in there that you will trade your ERA vote for someone with blonde hair and a rockin' bod?
Yeah, that line right there.
I'm just saying.
Disgusting.
You're disgusting. Turning off a lot of women by doing that.
Only the ones with brains. So.
But maybe that's what he's hoping. Maybe he hopes he weeds out the ones with the brains.
I don't really know politics.
I just like to go out to eat. And I like wearing
not
blue
in Waco.
Dresses. Mm-hmm.
Not in Waco.
Can we stay home and watch Beretta?
Things end well for this guy, right?
Definitely. I feel like right after this, he found the perfect woman and they stayed married for 58 years.
It's like in the Wedding Singer where they were talking about like Bert and Lonnie.
Donald and Ivanka.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait, was it Ivana was the wife and Ivanka's the daughter? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Donald and Ivana.
And I like Ivana. Okay. I loved her in First Wives Club where she was like, just get everything and get even, darling. Like, love you.
She seemed okay. Her daughter seems like an evil hellspawn, but, you know.
Yeah. You know. She was raised to never have consequences her entire life.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
And it creates a certain type of person.
Yeah, that's why I'm making sure my kids don't get anything nice ever. And that they get raised knowing nothing good ever happens. Because then I feel like they're ready for the world then, you know? Exactly. They're prepared to be just shot down at every turn because I've gotten them ready for that by shooting down every single thing they want and need. Parenting tip.
Super gross.
Honestly though, I can't get over how much this guy looks like John Hamm from like the nose down. But like the eyes just... Yeah, he wants to kill me.
He's rough.
He's like B-movie John Hamm. Or Wish John Hamm. The one you get when you order him on Wish.
Wish John Hamm. I love using that to describe people, as you know.
This is Wish John Hamm.
I have described people as Wish Amy. Wish...
Listen, when a thing's accurate, it's accurate.
Was I wrong?
No, you are not.
No, I was
In fact,
not.
you were astonishingly accurate. I was surprised. Anywho, is it just me or does this say that you can just show up at his house underneath here?
I have already closed the book because he was creeping me the fuck out.
Okay, so it says something about...
Yeah, it has if you, to win, place, or just show up, you may write to him at this address. It's like win, lose, or draw, or like hey, win, place.
Okay.
It's just writing to him.
Okay.
It's a P.O. box. I mean, you could show up at a P.O. box, but
it's no fun at all. Although,
get you anywhere.
That's how Beretta's wife got killed, is she was scamming all these dudes with P.O. boxes and letters. And
really? I don't know the history.
See, I didn't either, but then I watched like a long documentary on it, and that woman, wow, her whole thing was conning men out of their money. Like men in prison, because
Why am I not doing things more with my life?
Well, see, listen, here's what she did. And there was no internet back then, so she would send old school pictures, like nudies, with snail mail pictures to inmates that had money. Mm-hmm. And she would, like, not really catfish him because they were actually nude pics of herself, but she would tell them, you know, we're going to be together when you get out, and I just need this money for this thing. But she was doing it to like hundreds of men around the country.
I don't even send nude pictures to guys that I'm sleeping with.
She made her whole living doing that.
This is brilliant. I need to watch that documentary and take notes.
You do. I think it was, I'm going to have to figure out which one. I think it was the... Marcia Clark from the OJ trial had a series where she investigated old ones, and I think it was maybe the one she did. But yeah, that woman was she was a piece of work. Like, nobody deserves to get murdered, but I kind of get it.
But you understand.
But I see why he did it. I get it, you know? I'm just
Was she married to him while she was doing it?
Well, no, but that's how she... found him. Was she targeted him as a person that was famous that she could get money out of, and well, no, he wasn't in prison, but she
not yet.
Purposely like got pregnant to keep him on the hook because she had a baby with him.
Yeah, I've never done that either.
Yeah.
I should
start having babies.
I can't anymore.
All right, you're not trying hard enough then.
Just untie those tubes. Just blow. It'll
be way easier. You just pull yourself up by your tube straps. I just made that up. Oh my god, we're all gonna get murdered by dudes from the 80s.
I mean, they could try. By 51, they are now... That guy, 1951, he's not super old, but he's older than my dad. The other guy... 70s. The other guy's 65. So... 51, wait, that's not how you do it. 2020, I actually put in 200.
Okay. No, because if you just if you pretend it's 1950 instead of 51, then it's just 50 years to the millennium, and then you add another 20, and that's
so he's
like
70. He's 70. Mm-hmm. And then the other guy is 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
So older than my parents.
Yeah.
Right now.
One guy is my parents' age, so my parents are 65.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then I called them a couple weeks ago on my dad's birthday.
These guys? Yeah.
No, I called my dad. And I was like, hey, because Texas is being very good with their shots. Mm-hmm. And everybody's on waiting list, and we're all just kind of like getting our shots because we're killing it over here, which is crazy because Texas is never ahead in anything except, murders and
ego. And
racism and sexism and,
extra large
executions.
Flags.
Yeah. Right. But they're killing it. And so I called my dad. I was like, "Hey, are you guys on the vaccine list?" And he was like, "Eh."
What?
Mm-hmm. That was basically a direct quote. And I was like, "Go to your county, log in." And he was like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Okay, pull up the internet."
Oh my god.
And he was like, "Why doesn't anyone tell me this? My doctor didn't call me to tell me this." Like, "Oh, Dad,
your doctor can't." Oh no.
My head hurt so bad. I walked him through the internet and how to.
I did get a call from
I was like, okay, happy birthday.
My dad rarely calls, and he even more rarely texts, but when he does call, it's for a financial reason of some kind. Mm-hmm. And he called me, and I hit cancel because I was actually recording with Brent at the time for the other show. And then he texted right afterwards since I didn't pick up and said, call me when you have a minute. And so I called him afterwards. He wanted to know what version of QuickBooks I had on my laptop. Because he wanted to put QuickBooks on his laptop.
You're like, you download it. And
wanted my version. And he's like, I think if you just have the version number, he's like, there's a product number. If you can find that, then I said, okay, yeah, I found it. Here's the product number. And
right.
He's like, so does it say what the product number is? I'm like, yeah, it's right under it. Could you, email that to me? And I'm like, it's right in front of me. I could take a picture of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, you could do that. I don't know how. I'm like, oh, God, Dad. It's like, it makes me download it and then put the product.
I know that's where I'm heading. But it's
inevitable. Technology moves too fast, and we are.
I'm already completely overwhelmed on TikTok, but I love it so much.
I can't get into the TikTok.
Amy, it is so much fun. I'm on there with a bunch of friends, and we all send each other horrible videos, and it's so much fun. And yeah, it's fun. So
just, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I go on. I feel even older when I'm on TikTok because I'm like.
well, I follow moms over 40. You
Oh,
follow
that'd be
hashtags. I follow moms over 40, moms over 30, millennials, Gen Xers, elder millennials.
That's so much work.
And then it's all
of
the gay TikTok. I follow all the LGBTQ, the Alphabet Army, all that stuff. So
doesn't that end up being just like a full-time job then, just following TikTok?
I'm really not on it often. But when you see something you like, you just go to that hashtag and you just hit follow. It's easy.
I'll take your word for it. I'm probably not going to do it though.
That's fine.
Because I'm lazy.
That's fine. I'll just keep texting you TikToks when I think
all right.
of you.
Yeah, that's it. My friend Cheryl just texts me Twitter tweets all the time, so
I am not.
That's what they're called, right? Twitter tweets?
Twitter twats, Twitter something like that.
Oh my god. So do you have anything else to add about these bachelors?
No, we're just going to have to do another episode because I thought based on looks alone, I thought that maybe I had met someone. And
then you were disappointed?
Grossly disappointed.
Well, we're hoping to have more episodes of this program in the future.
Okay.
So
you still have a book.
Do that for the next one.
I still have a book.
We got more dudes to go. So
yeah, and I have barely scratched the surface of this lady's black book. So I'm very excited.
And we set up a Patreon, but we don't have any patrons yet. So I say we just keep putting out episodes until we get people to pay for them.
It'd be a lot cooler if we did have people. Just saying.
Really would. Yeah. If you would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/datemepod and throw some money our way.
We're also on Instagram, Facebook.
We're on everything at Date Me Pod, pretty much.
You can find all of our other shows on delightfulbitchcraft.com.
Yeah, you can. I need to go update that website. I don't think I've done that for a while. But yeah, you can find all our stuff at delightfulbitchcraft.com. There's all kinds of fun stuff there.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Watch us get
lots of shows between the two of us. We have
we do all the things. You can watch us get drunk on YouTube. That's delightful. It's wonderful.
We should do that again just for fun, honestly.
Yeah, I actually I'm looking right now at my bottle of amaretto that I've had for 3 years now that has taken me through 2 drunk casts, and I still have a third of the bottle left.
Wow.
So,
wow.
That is what a lightweight I am.
Yeah, I had
pretty bad.
3 margaritas last night.
Yeah, no, I just can't do it. Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we will see you next time for episode 12, where we will, I guess, meet Amy's future husband.
I really hope so, because,
you've been single for too long.
It's cuffing season.
Yeah, you need to just get back on that horse and find some.
Is that how you date people? You ride a horse?
I think so. At least I think that's how it worked in 1980. Like everybody had horses back then. Isn't that how that
cowgirl thing in the Texas? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, you just rode a horse everywhere and ran into other people
in town where people still do that.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Texas
I want to see a horse
fun.
Pulled over.
All right. Well, thank you for listening.
You were going.
Oh my god. I assume everybody in Texas has a horse because I'm not from there, so
obviously.
Much like I'm sure you assume everybody in Minnesota has like a wolf pet or something. I don't know.
I don't even think Minnesota's a real place, so I make zero assumptions about Minnesota.
Good point. You're probably right. It's cold enough to not actually be real.
Yeah,
so.
I don't make any assumptions about other states because they're not real.
Look at that. I just looked at my window and there's actual frost inside on my window now, too.
That's insane.
That's cool. So, yeah.
I would just heat up my mattress and lay in bed all day.
That's what I should do. That sounds delightful. I have a space heater. I can get into bed with, I have 7 blankets and a space heater. That's in addition to the regular heat in the house that we have.
Goodness.
It's disgusting. So, yeah. We will see you next week. Thanks for listening, and I guess we'll have an outro at some point. We just don't have
I'm working on it. Yeah, we're working on it.
We'll get it. All right.
Okay.
Okay, bye. was trying to just blow as much hot air on me before we start as possible, because it's so fucking cold here.
I know, I saw that.
Oh my god, there's frost inside the house.
How? That's insane.
It comes through the crack in the door, and it gets on the hinges on the inside, so there's a layer of frost on the door hinges.
That's not okay.
It's like White Walker country. Like, it's terrible.